Ladies who are listening to the sound of my voice, I know it's going to be hard, but what I'm about to say, it's not that I'm going against the woman code. I'm just really, really angry and disgusted at the things I've heard. And yes, I understand the grooming process. I work with individuals who are victims of rape and molestation and CSEC, commercially sexually exploited children. I work with that type of population. Children, I understand being groomed. You know, you groom a puppy, you can groom children. But when you are a young adult, well, when you are Cassie as a young adult, let me say that, I just can't buy it. Why? Cassie was 19 dating Ryan Leslie, who was 29. He introduces her to Puffy. Puffy's 37. She gets with Puffy and she's 21 at the time. Okay? I For me, grooming does not fit into the equation when it comes to Cassie and Diddy, especially after listening to her testimony. So let me just say this. It wasn't that she was groomed. The tragedy, or one of the many tragedies within Cassie, is that here you have this beautiful model. At the age of 19, from what I understand, she was making $250,000 a year on her own. With all that glamour, that beauty, that modeling talent. I don't know about her singing. I know she did movies, but she has some talent, okay? But I think her most uh, valuable attribute is her modeling. With all of that, she had no dignity and no self respect. And I gotta tell you, the one question I would ask myself over and over again if I were her parents, especially her mother, if I was her mother, I would be asking myself over and over, where did I go wrong? That I raised a child that would grow up and allow any grown man, anybody, two grown men in this particular situation, piss all in her mouth. Where did I go wrong as her mother? That she would kneel for that and won't even duck. She just gonna be on the floor with her mouth wide open like she a damn toilet bowl. Where did I go wrong? That my child have no decency, no self-respect, and no self-esteem, that she would allow anybody to do that to her. Well, you do crazy things for love, Madamwhipass. Ain't that much love in the world. That is human waste. And you don't think that you are above accepting anybody going to the toilet in your mouth? Where did I go wrong that I would raise a child that would develop into a woman that would participate in such a most disgusting, foul activity? Where did I go wrong? Ladies with daughters, we must raise and teach our daughters, instill such, oh, Jesus Christ. Lord Jesus Christ, if I was in skirt. Got the nasty big bug in the car. A dragonfly. Oh, God. You know, this ain't nothing but the devil. Now I got to step out my car, y'all. But I have not lost my train of thought just yet. As I was saying, we have got to raise and instill a healthy level of self-esteem in our daughters, that when they grow up and become women, that a nigga like Puffy will look in her eyes and see he can't pull no shit like that on her. That's how we got to raise our daughters. And that's where her mother failed. That's where her daddy failed her. There's not a chick in my family that any nigga, I don't care if he's a tribe billionaire, don't matter how much money you got, no, you can't use my mouth as a toilet bowl. A nigga ought to kick you in your nuts for even dreaming it. So, if you want to say that Cassie was a victim, I strongly disagree. You know when Cassie was a victim? Cassie was a victim that very first time Puffy beat her ass. That's when she was a victim. And if she didn't leave then, don't talk about she was groomed and it was love. Bullshit. There was no reason for Cassie to stay and tolerate such abuse in that relationship, because she had several avenues she could have traveled to get away. She had her own money, number one. She had a mama and daddy. She could have left him at any time and went back home to mama and daddy. No, she couldn't, because she probably would have. She went back home to mama and daddy with a husband and two kids a couple of years ago. You couldn't tell me she couldn't go back home to mama and daddy as a single abused chick that just got pissed all in the mouth. And that's the issue. She had no boundaries. You must teach your daughters to have boundaries. You must teach your daughters to teach others how to respect them and how to treat them. Cassie had no boundaries. There was no boundaries when he beat her ass for the first time. There was no boundaries when he first presented a freak off to her. No boundaries. You would think, you would hope, if it was your child, at least. I know my child I know she got boundary. I know once they start whipping out their dicks and about to piss on her, that's her boundary. She gonna duck, she gonna get up, she gonna run. No, that wasn't a boundary for Cassie. No boundaries. Except one. Cassie did have a boundary. And it took her 10 years to get to that boundary. And you know what that boundary was? The moment she realized she wasn't going to be Puffy's wife, she wasn't going to be Puffy's baby mama, she wasn't going to get any album released, although she had a 10 album record deal or whatever. None of that was going to happen. And when that came into clear view for her, that was her boundary. That's when she left. We have to teach our daughters, you don't sell yourself. And I'm not talking about prostitution wise or a sexual thing. I'm just talking about selling your dignity, your morals, and your self respect because somebody's a billionaire. You don't sell all that for a lifestyle of private jets, fine restaurants, mansions, jewelry, Birkin bags. and all that. You want a Birkin bag? Work, save your money or whatever, and get what you want on your own. You have to teach your daughters. Never put yourself in a position where somebody pays all the bills. You think that she thought she had a good, oh, Puffy, I have in my own apartment that he pays for. Shit. You have your own apartment because you gave over your power to him to control you. You be in control of you as a woman. You have your own shit. When Puffy get mad at her, what do? Take a cell phone, take the laptop, take a car, send his assistants over to come and snatch all that shit. Why? Because he bought and paid for it. You buy and pay for your own shit. Can't nobody come and take it from you. That's stealing. That's theft. Call the police. You can't call the cops if he come and take his own shit back. Listen, um, I'm not sure how this is working out. I have gone 11 minutes. And I'm going to leave it at this. And there will be a part two. Just not right at this moment. And yeah, I'm out.